I started way before this movie. And the first thing I did is just do a lot of listening, especially because Bryan Stevenson, who this movie centers on, is a real life person, like honestly an angel among us if you're not familiar with his work. Just trying to dive into the music that he grew up with and the music he plays, because he's a musician. Grew up playing in AME churches, and so the first step was listening, and then kind of getting familiar. I'd read the book a couple times, and then reading the script and kind of just getting my head in it so that it would be natural by the time that I started actually writing music.
Did it give you the tone of the film?
Yeah, in a way, this one was almost felt like a documentary, because we're really trying to bring some real truths out of the shadows, and so the tone of the movie almost just felt like we just needed to know exactly what the problems are that we're addressing, and it just sort of fell in line that way.
Now, some say a score is the less the better.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah, and then this movie was that too. I'm on a movie like this, I'm a fan of taking music out anywhere that you can, because the performances are so good and it feels so real that I always like to see if we can get away without music, because you really don't need it in this one, and more just trying to focus on making the music really big and beautiful when it does come up.
Did anybody help you out in regards to composing the soundtrack?
This was pretty much just me, but I got to work with a group of 4 musicians, some hip-hop. I put together this hip-hop jazz group, Kareem Riggins, Lynette Williams, Justice West, and Thomas Strayton. And I wrote the music halfway and sort of delivered it to them. They were a rhythm section, and they just sort of brought it to life, and then we put strings over it. So, yeah.
Now, was it complicated for you?
Always is, but I don't know. Yeah, I never know what I'm doing at the beginning, always, and then it just sort of finds its way.
Right. And were you there at every moment when you used the music, or were you surprised at some point?
No, we were there pretty much with full Monty on this one. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, well, the fabric I picked, and then I had Torre Designs make the suit. He custom made the suit for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you feel comfortable?
I feel great.
You know, the basic thing with movies like this, that it has a social relevance, that it's important to tell this story,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Is that a
Very
reason
important.
for you to do the film?
Oh, man, I'm honored to be an artist that can be a voice for so many voiceless communities. And wrongfully convicted men and women on death row oftentimes are voiceless. They don't get to share their voice. This movie, I feel, would be a nice conduit to people who don't have access to that life, and hopefully create some type of critical thinking that will move people forward to want to reform the justice system as it is in America right now, because it's very skewed. Anytime you can have a teenager being accused of stealing a book bag, spend 3 years in prison with no trial, compared to somebody who can rape a girl on a college campus behind a dumpster to only get 6 months probation, and they don't want to give him no time because they don't want to mess up his future. What kind of justice system is that? What does that say about us? And then what does that say about the people who sit back and accept it?
Yeah. Now, you have done, I think, 78 movies or so,
Yeah.
from extreme commercial and entertaining to message movies.
Yes, sir.
Where does this fit?
Oh man, it fits with all of them. I love. Ooh, peace, brother.
Sorry guys, we actually have to go inside.
Sorry. Jamie, how does it feel to play Walter McMillan?
Oh man, it was amazing. It was amazing.
FERNTV TIFF 2019 coverage is brought to you by AGJR Enterprise Incorporated.